What's up, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome back to another deck profile video. So we've got an as requested updated DDD OCG deck profile. This is basically the TCG build featuring some of the OCG cards that we currently do not have access to here in the TCG. So we'll go ahead and get this profile underway. And before anybody asks, I know someone will ask where these came from. These cards that we don't really have yet, they were just printed out from DN, screenshotted on the computer, and printed out in a Word document. And we're on Mac, so it's just really easy to drag and drag over what you want to screenshot. You print it out, boom, done. You get your cards. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the deck profile. Alright, guys, to start things off, we're playing triple DD Lamia. Your pretty much best level 1 tune in the deck. You can just summon this thing out by sending a DD or Dark Contract from hand to graveyard to special summon this out of your graveyard or from your hand. And then it banishes itself once it leaves the field afterwards. Very, very good card. This is what makes this deck pretty much really synchro heavy. As we get into the extra deck later, you see how it's pretty much dominated by synchros. So this card makes that so easy to do. Next we play triple Kepler. That has not changed, and I don't think it will, just strictly because what's wrong with getting a search, especially when you're grabbing a contract off of that search, which allows you to search more. 3 DD Swirl Slime, a standard. 3 DD Necro Slime, also a standard. 3 Ragnarok, one of the better higher level monsters in the deck. Pendulum Zone effect sets up a lot of plays. Especially with Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, which we are playing in the extra deck. You can get that out in the field, obviously through Synchro Summon. Put this in your Pendulum Zone, and then it uses the effect to summon this out. And then once this hits the field, it summons something else out. And if you have Genghis on field, that'll summon something else out. Or as well as Alexander, I believe, which is when something is normal or special summon, you can special summon level 4 or lower DD out of your graveyard. Very good combo maker. 2 DD Savant Copernicus. Basically, when it is normal summoned or special summoned, you can Foolish Burial a DD or Dark Contract to the graveyard, and that sets up a whole bunch of plays as well. Still playing the 1 Rebel King Leonidas. I think this is still a very clutch card. Definitely not a bad card to have at any point in time. It's still good. Some people were like, "Why are you still playing this card?" It's not horrible. Like, I mean, 1 copy of it. Definitely, I could see not playing 3 on 2, but 1 I think is definitely fine. And then lastly for monsters, 1 Junk Synchron. Very interesting tech choice. This card basically, as we all know, when it's normal summoned, you can just special summon a level 2 or lower non-tuner monster from your graveyard. Actually, it doesn't even have to be non-tuner. I don't know why I said that, but you normal summon this out, you can revive a Swirl Slime, you can revive a Necro Slime, and it's really good to go with Swirl Slime because the thing with Swirl Slime in this is that's 5, and we do play Librarian in the extra deck, which is like one of the key cards to go into, because then you can go into Formula, and then Formula and Librarian can synchro together for Clearwing or Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, so you get 2 free draws, and then you're like a really good synchro monster, especially when we're talking about Clearwing or Odd Eyes Meteor Burst. This card is just really good. 1 Jet Synchron, again, sets up more plays. Discard effect is not bad, especially since you can put something you want in your graveyard there. So yeah. That's it for the monsters. We'll jump into the spells next. Alright, guys, so for the spells, we're starting off with our standard triple Dark Contract. Get yourself a free search at the cost of 1,000 life points every standby phase. 2 Contract with the Swamp King. Basically allows you to fusion summon from hand, field, or graveyard. Stuff you use in the graveyard gets banished. And then obviously take another 1,000 life points every standby phase. 2 copies of Where Art Thou. So this card is absolutely amazing in this deck, and let me explain why. So basically, if you control a level 1 face-up monster, you can add 1 from your deck to your hand, but if you don't normal summon it that turn or a card with the same name, you take 2,000 damage. So the thing that's really good about this is if you go Kepler, do this, you can add yourself a Lamia for pretty much free, and if you can make this card your first turn, which is extremely easy to do in this deck, I don't care whether you're playing TCG or OCG, or a mix of both, which is what this is. You basically start your turn with 10,000 life points, and that's a huge advantage especially with some of the OTK decks that are out there. Next, we're playing 2 Swords of Concealing Light, another tech choice, very, very good card against Cosmo. And I think this deck kind of has a tough matchup against Cosmo, but still, I think this card helps out a whole lot, and especially with Beowulf that pierces, makes all your DDs pierces, all your DDD or DDDs pierce. Those defense position monsters, this card helps out a lot. Can't change the battle phase, it does not target, or cannot change their battle position, and it does not target, and it lasts for a while. Better than Book Eclipse, they don't get their draws, better than Book of Moon, obviously, because it can hit a whole field. So yeah, 2 Swords of Concealing Light, 2 Twin Twister for back row hate, obviously. 1 Tuning to get you that Junk Synchron, or Jet Synchron. 1 Allure of Darkness, I know this card's at 2, but he does not have another copy of Ultimate Rare Allure of Darkness, so just 1. And a lot of times you actually don't want to be like completely banishing all of the dark monsters out of your hand, so I guess kind of this is still a happy medium at the moment. 1 for 1 Raigeki, Foolish Burial, and of course Soul Charge being a very powerful card. Bring back some of those big ass fusions, and then we'll just go right to the traps. Right now we're playing Triple Solemn Strike. Very, very good trap card right now. I guess you could also argue you could play Scolding. I guess it's just preference. I mean, this is my brother's build, so this is his choice. I mean, obviously this is a whole bunch less life points that you're going to have to pay. Still a very, very good card. This does stop Pendulum Summons, but Scolding is also good because more often than not you're just going to have face-up contracts. So I guess if you argue, like, why is he playing Scolding? It's like, it's not because the card's bad, it's just because it's just preference, I guess. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. We'll jump into the extra deck. Alright, to start off, we've got triple DD Oracle King Deok, still playing the standard good old fusion that lets you gain those life points from effect damage. 2 Flame King Genghis. Anytime a DD is special summoned, you can special 1 out of grave. So that's very awesome. Beowulf makes all your DDs pierce. Needs a DDD and a DD in order to fusion summon this guy, so a little bit different than all the other DDs we currently have, or the DDDs. Next we play 1 Trish, 1 Psyframe Lord Omega, 1 Hexblood, just negate a free spell or trap, and then when it dies, you gain life points equal to the number of face-up contract cards you have, so you can gain up to like 2,000, 3,000 life points sometimes. 1 Gale Alexander, and yes, this is not English whatsoever, but its effect is when a DD is normal or special summon, you can special summon a level 4 DD monster from your graveyard. So very, very good card. Sets up a whole bunch of combos. Level 7. Very easy to go into. 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. Like I said earlier, mentioned with the Ragnarok combo. Very, very good. Also just an inherently a good card against Cosmo. Clearwing. And also we play the TG and Formula. It's just mainly because you go this, these sync up into either Meteor Burst or Clearwing, and you get 2 draws in the process. This is just still also a very standard thing in the OCG that are, more often than not, most builds that you'll see are playing maybe 2 Formulas in the Librarian or just the 1 of each. And then the last 2 Xyzs that we play are 1 Sylvan Princess Sprout, I think. I'm not exactly sure of the name, but it's a new Sylvan rank 1 card that we do not have yet. I don't know if it's Sylvan Princess Sprout. I think that might already be the name of another Sylvan card. But yeah, basically its effect is you can mill a card from the top of your deck, so you're plussing at that point just because it's DDDs. You can put something in your grave that you need, whether it be to Swirl Necro Slime or Jet Synchron, you know, very helpful to set up Junk Synchron plays or just fusion plays in general. If it's monster, it goes to the grave, so who cares really? And if it's a spell or trap, you get to add it to your hand, so I mean, very, very good card. And then lastly, we play the 1 number 38 Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy, being one of the better rank 8s currently in the meta. Obviously, just to round things off, is a very, very good generic rank 8 that the deck can make very easily. So yeah, that's been it for this updated DDD TCG/OCG deck profile. I do hope you guys enjoyed the profile. If you got any suggestions, comments, thoughts, anything you want to leave down in the comment section below, feel free to do so now. We'll be checking out those comments very, very soon. once the video is up, obviously. So yeah, deck plays very, very well. I do have plenty of videos up on my channel of this deck performing the way it does very, very well, making huge fields. Definitely has OTK potential. It's a little unfortunate though that the Pendulum Domination Structure deck got moved back even farther from July, so we'll have to wait even longer to get the new cards that we need, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess it'll be kind of worth the wait in the end. Although it would have been interesting to see this summer to see with DDDs and their new support what effect they might have in the meta, because over in the OCG they're kind of tearing things up. There's been quite a few first place DD deck profiles over there, topping tournaments and stuff, so that's really interesting to see. So yeah, but one question I have for you guys is if there are anyone out there that wants to see a strict TCG deck profile. I still have my variant. I could throw together a TCG deck profile, and if you guys want to see that, because you don't want to print out OCG cards, that's fine. I'll make a TCG one strictly for those who want it. So if there's enough people that want it, let me know, and I'll get on that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and as always guys, WinnerKill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.